Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I just love the concept that someone is actively watching the Superman movie right now and just popped in to keep their streak alive. Like, that is some dedication. How are we? How's it going, everyone? What is happening? So I'm in the middle of watching The Platform. Again, you don't have to worry about spoilers. I've seen it a billion times, and by a billion I mean like once, which is a lot compared to how many times I've seen John Wick. Or not a lot. Wait. Well, it's a lot for me to consider that. It's a good movie. Anyway, Flying Minister, thanks for the 100 bits. Hello, hello. Nazir says, I thought it came out tomorrow. Are people actually watching that movie? I thought we were all just like disillusioned with DC movies at this point. Granted, I also don't know shit about like Superman as a concept or any of the lore. I saw the dog and I was like, oh, they must be running out of ideas, but maybe that's like a canonical thing. Anyway, Phoenix, welcome back for your 7th month of being a sub. It's saying 7 months is crazy. 7 months ain't that bad. Welcome back, welcome in. Same with Cash Cow, who gifted a sub to Archer. We also had VQ Nove, who subbed like ages ago. I'll add you to the board as well. I don't know if you're here right now, but VQ Nove. Hello, good to see you. And then we had, here we go, Cash Cow with the gifted sub. I don't know what to call the board today. If anyone has ideas, please let me know. Phoenix, is it OEENICX 357. Amazing, hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. DVC said the poll for the Discord server tag is up in the general channel. Oh, perfect, yes, so we have a Discord server tag now. I'll keep this brief. Essentially, we were trying to figure out what symbol we should use. There's like a leaf, there's like a little crescent moon facing up, there's like a skull, and if you guys want a different one, feel free to vote. We can choose for a different one. Michael says is the board. It's doing well, thank you. It's a little feverish, but Cash Cow said big boy summer subs. We could do that, I'm down for that. Big boy summer subscribers. I really need a new pen. I swear I'm gonna get one soon. Subscribers, I just need a chance to go out and about. There's more thunderstorms happening today, apparently. Like, we got a warning in the Bend area that like between 2 and 7 or 11 or something like that, there's gonna be what they call dry thunderstorms, which is basically just like a thunderstorm, but dry, no rain. And so I guess there's like a super huge risk. Wyatt, hi! How are you? Guys, I want to say hi to MM Wyatt, who is in the chat. Amazing like cosplayer, amazing member of the community. Can someone remind me to give him VIP later? Hello, good to see you. So notice that the new Superman makes DC cool again. Is that what critics are saying, or is that what the advertising is saying? Also, Cash Cow said, did you get the separate account open today? I did not. It takes more time than that, and also more effort. I'll get to it eventually. But Kitsune says, Diana, mind answering a D&D question? I was coming up on ending a very long campaign, and I don't know how to do it. Any tips? I mean, are you like in the middle of a story arc right now? If you're thinking about like, okay, we need to get to the end of the story arc and then I need to end it, always end it with everyone wrapping up any open plot points that they have or that they want to. Like, go up to each character, individually and just be like, hey, story's wrapping up soon. Like, what does your in-person character still have unresolved? Are there any relationships they want to repair, destroy, anything like that before we like call it quits? What would you like to do after you retire in game? And kind of plan around that, because it could be some really good narrative moments. And you can also there's a book called World Ending Game, which is basically a book full of scenarios that you can use in any tabletop game. It's system agnostic, but it's a way of like gently guiding your characters into retirement. Could be through anything from a karaoke party to the world literally ending to passing the torch on to a new player, a new group of players, and it gives you very good guidance for kind of directing the shots cinematically, and then also making sure that everyone in your party takes part in it, and they're not just sitting around like watching a highlight reel. They're actually building it as they go. Fullerine says you can't beat Henry Cavill. Sorry, I can't see a different Superman. I didn't like Henry Cavill as Superman. Hold on, if I'm thinking of the same thing, Henry Cavill. Okay, well, I don't want to just stare at pictures. Here's the thing, Henry Cavill is not nearly as hot in the vast majority of circumstances because I just can't, I just think I just can't see someone who doesn't have a beard as not as hot. Where is him as Superman? Yeah, this is not This man looks like a father and not a daddy. And I mean that as a scathing review. Michael says that Cavill could have been good with a better script or director. Have they figured out who's replacing him for The Witcher yet? Is that a thing? Have they, and also, how is that going? Has that come out yet? Ariel also says, sounds like a wild concept. And also, Sergeant Shenanigan says, what do you mean? He is low-key daddy in very specific circumstances. Like, I feel like they did not treat him visually very well in Superman. But maybe that's just me, and that's my highly specific taste. Your mileage may vary. Vorpal Lance, hey, how's it going? And Wolfie says, frankly, the only people I ever hear him call him hot are guys. He is like the pinnacle dude, is the thing. And also a pinnacle nerd. I know everyone talks about that. We have to admit it, or have to acknowledge it, because otherwise someone's gonna be like, oh, you know, Andy loves Warhammer. We know he loves Warhammer. We've been there. Stupid Nerd said David Cornsweat is the new Superman. They called a guy David Cornsweat and gave him powers? Who the fuck is David Cornsweat? He's the top search result right now is what he is. Who is this man? Google. Show me this Superman. Oh, he's so young. Oh, this is a child. Hello? Also, what do I know him from? He looks like he would be like the super out of touch, incredibly rich, spoiled Nepo baby who's the villain in like any drama. He looks like, oh God, this is just, hold on. We were talking about Rat Boy Summer the other day. First of all, perfect example. But we were also talking about, oh, fuck, who was it the other day? Who is the dude in Inception? And also in Peaky Blinders. Fuck me, I'm gonna, his name is on the tip of my tongue. I am so sorry. DBC said the Red Site mobile stream is still on the stream loading screen. Oh, it doesn't look like it on my end. Let me, how is that? God, OBS, I wish OBS would just work. Vertical stream elements canvas, please. There we go. Okay, goodness. Hopefully that one works. It should work now. Anyway, fuck, what was it? Cillian Murphy. This bitch. Surgeon says the Venom guy. I don't remember Inception. Oh, not Tom Hardy. But this is like a peak definition of corporate wants you to find the difference between these two photos. Hold on. If you ignore the White Walker eyes. This is the same person. They have the same hair. No fucking way. Oh, his eyes. Angels, hello. Taylor says to Cillian Murphy. Yeah, they look the same. Which just tells me that Cillian Murphy could have been Superman, I guess. Sergeant says it's the chin. It probably is the chin. Dude, I came up with something today. Vorpal says we need more bearded Supermen. Yeah, I know it's not I mean, if you put out a bearded Superman, then everyone's gonna get all up in arms about it. Here, Bud Dank says, do what to Ian Murphy? God damn it. Pierre Logic, welcome in. Hello. Red Walker on YouTube says clones are real. Confirmed. Also, Stupid Nerd said David Cornsweat looks different after Superman prep. Does he? I don't know. It's just a dude. This is just a man. Either way, what I was going to talk about today is that Rainbow Witch says, does anyone know if she only reads Twitch or not over on YouTube? I only recently figured out how to make my overlay actually show YouTube stuff, because I'm streaming on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube right now, which means there's a lot of chat that I have to watch, so I'm so sorry if I miss things every now and then from anyone. It's bound to happen, but it's a little bit better now. But Twitch is always my primary, so... Let's see, Superman has actually happened a couple times, said Stupid Nerd. What, in real life? Also, Ashley Badger says, hi, different sites. Hello. And Michael says, is there a way to get TikTok to show up in Streamlabs chat? There is. It's not an easy way, and I may as well start doing it. So I haven't set up Stream Elements in order to switch over to doing TikTok Live as well. I've just been having TikTok Live go up through TikTok Live's actual platform, because otherwise I'm worried about integrations issues, but... I should just give it a shot. Lucas says, they did a Superman drone show here in St. Louis since James Gunn is from here. Poorly placed drones obscured the letters though, so it wasn't Superman, but S-perm. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about this cool thing I came up with the other day that is definitely not original in the slightest, and I guarantee someone's done it before, especially when it comes to the tabletop space. Nothing is original ever, and the sooner you get used to that, the better life is. MX Dane, hi, welcome in. Oh, GM says he just did Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill, right? That's right, I was just there over in Philadelphia. Also, here's that hydrate for you. The hydrate flavor today is orange cream, but a different orange cream than the Waterloo one. It's bubbly. Anyway, oh my gosh, Galaxy Fox Night Sky over on YouTube says, why am I surprised you're streaming, and even more surprised I'm catching you live? Love your vids and shorts, always make my day. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming on YouTube a lot more. I've been streaming for over a year now, just mostly on the purple site. Croc, welcome in. Hello, hello. Lucas says the sperm drone show was great. You know, props to them for standing up for a cause that they believe in. But Cashcal said if your cream is bubbly, you might want to see a doctor. Ugh. So, you know how a lot of people sometimes have trouble introducing characters into the beginning of a tabletop game? And they, like, it's like usually, you know, the basic bitch answer to starting off a new campaign or a one-shot is, oh, you'll start in a tavern, right? Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But one of the things that I like to do is very much like a pearls on a string method, or like a beads on a string method, pearls on a necklace, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And that's where, and I've made a video about this, where you introduce one character and you follow them for a little bit, and then that character then goes up to a second character, hi AK, welcome in, and then collects them, and they talk for a little bit. And then those two characters go off and find a third character together, right? And so on and so forth. So you have a chance to move through a town, to follow each individual character and get a good feel for what their individual motivations are at the moment. You give them starting moments to talk to each other, and still do it in a rushed way where they aren't spending like 20 minutes talking to each other before moving on. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it, and it's also a lot less pressure on you as the GM. Crazy, hi, welcome in. And Lukage, welcome back for your 65th stream in a row, saying in celebration of the 65 appliances that she hopes to objectify and date everything. Yes, we're gonna get around to date everything here probably sooner rather than later. But Fractional Mateo, thank you for the lurk. Noel Spark also says, I had a unique method for my campaign that I started recently for introducing everyone that the players described to each other as an acid trip. Really? Wait, what was it? Also, Baden says, what are we talking about tonight? So there's a bit of a different method that I've had for kind of introducing characters. Can I show this? Will I be allowed to? Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys my Obsidian notes right now. So essentially what I've done is this is for a one shot, mind you, so it's not gonna be, it's nothing crazy. It's mostly just for like a quick little one shot. We're not gonna be spending an obscene amount of time on this campaign. But I've made it so the party starts off in a hotel, right? And they all have to gather at this hotel before going off to the location that the campaign actually takes place in. So in order for that to happen, I've basically said like, okay, who in this group is the most organized, anxious, or leader-like? And I very deliberately put 3 options there. One that's good, one that's bad, and one that's also good. Ashley wants me to hydrate. I can do that. But then they can kind of name amongst themselves who that the spotlight essentially starts on and who the camera starts on. And so I say, okay, if it's you, good to know. That means you probably would have arrived to the hotel first. And then I ask like, okay, what have you been doing while you've been sitting waiting for everyone else to arrive? And, you know, then I kind of describe the room a little bit, and then I describe a knock at the door. And as the person goes up to answer the door, I then say, you know, okay, whoever's standing on the other side of the door is whoever the most brave, impatient, or outgoing member of the group is. So then the rest of them have to decide, okay, who's the most brave, impatient, or outgoing? This means that it gives you 2 things, right? It gives them an extra personality trait to work off of that's established from the get-go. It makes them instantly know that personality trait about each other and nothing else about each other. And it really sets a mood, as well as does that like beads on a string method where everyone collects each other one by one. You know, those 2 people then go downstairs and they meet the 3rd bead, who is, you know, the most prepared, the most self-reliant, the most resourceful member of the group. And then they go into the lobby of the hotel and they find person number 4, you know, and so I don't know, I want to develop it a little bit more, but I might make a video out of it. Anyway, I'm I'm excited. Nodster says, it's at this point I missed the breath sprout. Oh shit, yeah, I meant to enable those. Wait, hold on. The breathe sprout thing. Yeah, give me like 2 seconds. It's under power-ups and channel points, I believe. And I turned off so many of them for the sake of the fact that I just like didn't have table space to do most of them. But I can enable them all now. I don't know if it'll be effective come this stream, but I believe it should be good to go now. Someone give breathing a spot. Nodster says table space. Yeah, so the improvised lore and the D20 stuff. So I had shit all over my office. DBC said they're back in live. Oh, perfect. Also, Cashcal said breathe. Wonko MT, welcome in. Hello, hello. Caleb says, what's your latest Oblivion character's name? I always call them Rosethorn. It's just like, it's my default. I don't know. We also have Galaxy who said, I like to get my players rolling dice as soon as possible. I find a lot of players are more comfortable with mechanics at first before roleplay, so usually I start with a battle or a skill challenge. That's a good point. I feel like you should ask your players how they, like where they are on the spectrum. It's not really a spectrum, but like for the sake of session zeros, I usually ask my players like, okay, how much towards combat are you? How much towards roleplay? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 for each of those things. You know, how about narrative roleplay or, you know, strictly functional roleplay, things like that. Cash also wants me to do a posture check. Myotro says, how do you run after stories after an arc? Like running a camp style TTRPG. After stories. Do you mean like, oh man. How do you mean after stories? Just to clarify. Do you mean like you finish an arc and then you have to do like a little bit of a flash forward afterwards, like an epilogue, like Luke said? Also, Ashley wants me to roll the giant D20 saying for next Friday, I'm gonna wear a 2-piece bathing suit for the first time. Ah, we love that. As long as you're, here we go, comfortable in it. I personally only wear 2-piece bathing suits. I don't think I could do a 1-piece anymore. I didn't get a breast augmentation for nothing, you know? But here's the giant D20. Also, Ariel, thank you so much for the sub. And Christoph is bestowing advantage, which is fantastic. Infinite, ooh, Radness, hello, hello. Welcome in. Let's see. So this is the giant D20. It's a giant plush D20. It's pretty soft. I wouldn't use it as like a pillow or anything, but on the 20 side, you've got this rose here. It was made custom ages ago. Ashley said, I'm trying to be brave. All right, we'll do a little wisdom saving throw for you. That would be charisma saving throw even, maybe? Whatever you want to call it. But roll number 1 is a stellar 19 to start off with. We really can't get much better than that, but I'll do the second one anyway. Because there was a disadvantage and then an advantage again. The second one was a 9. So we're gonna go with the 19. I think it's gonna go well. Also, congrats on having nice enough weather to be able to go swimming. We're having thunderstorms out here. Apparently it's setting off a risk of fires or some such. So we'll see if the entirety of Bend, Oregon is engulfed in flame tomorrow. I do have insurance, so there's that. Dylan Jenkins, welcome in. Ashley says 19. Yay, we're either going to the beach or an indoor swimming place. Yeah, I recommend beaches. There's less urine. But Ariel _ SR71, hi, hello, good to see you. SR71, good to have you. Thank you so much for being here. I added you to the board. It's a little faint. Sorry, I'm getting a new board marker, I swear. Let's see, Christoph said Oregon doesn't catch fire. That's California. Oh, I've spoken like someone who doesn't read the news in Oregon. Holy shit, we've caught fire so many fucking times. Oh my God, I wish I could, I wish I could emphasize how much fire is absolutely a fucking problem. It's not as bad as California, but. Creator says, do you have any recommendations for a one-shot character? Normally I play magic casting classes, but my DM wants me to try something different. Ooh, if you do a martial class, make sure it's still fun, I would say. Also, you could do a martial class that's fascinated with magic items. It also depends on what level you're at, right? Like, I wouldn't do an artificer if it's just gonna be a level 1 one-shot, but if it's gonna be a higher level one-shot, maybe you can have fun with things like, you know, multi-classing. Galaxy says I like rogues for one-shots. Rogues are really good for one-shots. It's not really, it's a very subjective question. I'd say if your DM wants you to try something different, you should also want to try something different, and you can do a subclass that is still like magic casting to a degree, like an arcane trickster rogue, and things like that. Phoenix says, how is it raining and on fire? The West Coast is wild. It's not raining yet. It's just thundering. So we are having like dry thunderstorms. So we're having lightning strikes across the state right now, especially in Central Oregon, which is a high desert. So we have like no precipitation, like basically ever. And it's lighting all these bushes on fire and then causing massive wildfires is what they say will happen. We're just under warning right now, but it's like red alert warning. I don't know. Ashley says multi-class with one level in each class for chaos for the one shot. This amount of fucking stat points you'd have to have would be crazy. 10 credits short, welcome in. Thanks for being a follower. Let's see. Oh, Random, hi. Random says, oh, hi, Cash Cow, and has resubbed for 2 months at tier 1. Welcome back for your 18th month as well, Random. Good to see you. Oh man, let me add you to the board. ASUN. I will also say, for anyone who's coming to Gen Con, real fast, I have updated the list of Gen Con events that I'll be at. I just added one more panel. I found that there's probably going to be a lot more panels between now and Gen Con where I get spontaneously added to them. So just keep an eye on my link tree. That's going to have all of them. Also, the Gen Con channel in Discord has a pinned message with links to all of them. I think there are links. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you can find them all on there if you want to come say hi. Spectre, hello. Ashley said, or Angel says, I wish I could go to Gen Con this year, but next year we'll be there. It is an extremely expensive con, I will say. That one's rough, but Hector over on YouTube says hello. And then Coffee Stain says, don't forget, Ashley, you have a +10 proficiency in charisma. There you go. Mumu Baba, hello, welcome in. And Ashley says, God, every time I have a character concept, I just try and combine the ideas and make it in Baldur's Gate 3, since it is the only D&D I ever do. It follows the same. Myodra on Twitch says, hi, Hector. This is so cute. This is like, Baldur's Gate 3 is realistic enough that you can do character building. I kind of wish it would let you just kind of like fuck around as a quick character builder, but that's what D&D Beyond is for. And D&D Beyond is always gonna be more accurate anyway. So I say play around with it, or even just go onto a Pinterest board, find some cool concepts, throw them together and see what sticks out as like something you can turn into a character class. 90% of my concepts start off as Pinterest like ideas. So let's see, Nell says, as a creator, do you have to pay to go to cons or do you get paid? So it depends. Some conventions, especially smaller ones, will pay for a creator to go out to them and do some performance, attend panels, things like that. Other times the convention will trade a free badge if they know you're coming anyway, in exchange for them being able to say, hey, this person's coming, they're gonna be doing all sorts of stuff, and then also providing media coverage. Other times I pay for the con. So for Gen Con, for example, I can't get into Gen Con for free. No matter who I am, apparently they don't seem to care. And so I have to pay for my badge and all of my event tickets. But for the PAXs, I provide coverage of the cons. I have a pretty good relationship with their media coordinators. And so they'll announce that I'm coming as a featured creator, doing panels, things like that. And then I get a free badge. And then Too Many Games, most recently, a couple weeks ago, back in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia area, they paid for me to come out there. So they paid for food, hotels, gave me food, things like that, and I got to be in Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill as a result, so yeah. Ashley said if I made myself a D&D, every stat would be a dump stat. Oh no, pick yourself up, Ashley. Also, Drew says, what's your favorite spell for a conjuration wizard? Oh shit, that's a good question. Conjuration wizard spells. That's, I mean, honestly, this is gonna sound terrible, but I really like, do they get firebolt? Oh, they don't get firebolt. God damn, hold on. Let me switch this back away from my obsidian real fast and show you guys what I'm staring at, because there is a list of them available. Here we go. I mean, Dimension Door is fun, and it catches a lot of people by surprise. Also, this isn't wizard, hold on, wizard. Wizard. This is also the newer spells, not the old one. Ice Knife! Ice Knife is really good. I thought it was a druid spell, though. Yeah, filter spells. Yeah, okay, Ice Knife. If you can do Ice Knife, that's one of my favorites ever. I once shot an Ice Knife through a teeny little porthole-sized window and then killed like 7 goblins that were crouched in a room on the other side, and it was one of my best moments. That was during a like little one-shot that was held at a local bar, actually, so it wasn't even an on-stage or like filmed event. It was just one of the moments I'm most proud of. But Angel says, or sorry, Super Nerd said, DM question. I told one of my PCs to start thinking about and foreshadowing about their personal arc, but only after a big story arc. Their character has a big flaw of immense drive to their goals, so they introduced the basis of their arc at the beginning of a new arc and practically stopped the game for a bit. How should I handle that? Oh, that's not something that's easy to handle, because at the end of the day, it is about them. I would try and make it so that if it's possible, you can weave their personal story arc into the main arc. Like, so the things that they need in order to progress their personal arc are in conjunction with or have items related to items that you would find anyway if you were doing the main story. So that way it still feels personal to them, but it's not 100% about them, and it's still, you know, relevant to everyone, and it's still in everyone's best interest. Other times, again, it is about the players more than the DM, and like if the rest of the party is okay with that sort of pacing and okay with like, okay, we're gonna go take care of our friends thing and then we'll come back, and you don't have clocks going where bad shit happens if you leave it alone long enough, then I say just let it go, you know? Let them have fun and then come back around afterwards. I'm just a bored nerd, welcome in, you're in the right spot. And Uncle Stumpy, welcome in as well. Same with Blocku, hello, hello. Nasser says, did I mention my character lived through the dagger point session? The entire party is now in the big bad's lair without anything but our main weapon each. Oof. That's fun though. I mean, it's a good puzzle. I like those puzzle type things. Let's see. Creator says, do you know what raptorans are over on YouTube? They were bird-like humanoids from 3.5e with really cool wings, and for some reason I think you'll like them, and you can put them in modern D&D. Raptorans. From D&D 5e. It's on the Forgotten Realms wiki. Oh shit, yeah, look at this guy's toes. They use a foot bow? Oh, I guess that makes sense for like aerial combat. Ugh. Oh my god, they've got like long arms and legs. Ugh. And they have low light vision, omnivorous. There's not a lot of info here, but it looks like their religion is a lot of nature stuff, so I guess it would make a solid druid. At a young age, all raptorans went through a ritual called the Walk of the Four Winds that determined their fitness to fly. Those that passed the test gained the ability to fly, and as they grew older and stronger, they were capable of flying for longer periods of time. So they aren't born with the ability to fly? What a wild concept. I would have assumed anything with like, I mean, maybe they aren't born with wings and that's how that works. I don't know. Hold on, let me do, aha, there we go. Let's see. Stupid Nerd said feet archery is actually pretty impressive. So, I mean, that's gotta be one of your only options if you're like midair, right? Otherwise it'd be like, where would you get leverage from? I don't know. But let's see, Lev Viperin, welcome back. I remember you. Welcome back for your second month. Saying hi, enjoy the stream. I will enjoy hanging out. Lev Viperin. Thank you so much for joining. And then 24 Exalta, hello. DBC said a feet beat. Goodness. Uncle Stumpy says one of my latest characters is a Dampier Undying Warlock / Order-the-Lycan Bloodhunter / Gloomstalker. That's a whole fucking triple dip. I like that though. It's very, is he edgy? It gives edgy vibes. Also, Nell says, have you heard of the character creation thing for a new campaign where all the characters write 3 rumors, 2 true and 1 a lie, and then the DM passes them out randomly to the gang? So I've heard that everyone does one. Let's see. Yeah, they do 3 rumors, but they do it for every other player in the party. I would only do this for a high level campaign, mind you. I wouldn't start this at a level 1 campaign because let's be honest, at level 1 you can get killed by like a strong gust of wind. You're not going around and creating hero stories by yourself, except for like folk hero type stuff, right? Unless you all grew up in the same area, in which case, you know, go off, I guess. But yeah, I've had it so that everyone will create 3 rumors about each other, or they'll create 3 rumors about themselves and then let everyone else in the party know those rumors, and then they don't tell everyone else which 2 are the true ones and which one is the lie. Either way, it's a fantastic fucking, it's a really good character creation method. I absolutely love it. Another one that I've heard from Gina, oh hey, it's Gina, is one where you start character creation and you describe at some point one truth that your character believes is false and one falsity that your character believes is true. And that kind of builds in some flaws into your character by default, and especially some potential like clashing points with other people who know that the falsity is true and that the truth is false, you know? Confusing sentence, but hopefully that makes sense. Cashgirl said, wizards are killed by emotional damage at level 1. Truly. They get broken up with by their girlfriend and they just like, Nasser says, have you ever done the math on how many D&D groups you've had to DM to replace your mainstream earnings? Oh my god, so many. Oh shit, so many. If I ever do mainstream DMing, it would be like way after switching to probably fucking like Twitch streaming longer, potentially an OnlyFans, monetizing my YouTube more, monetizing the podcast, putting out twice as much merch as I currently have, putting out twice as much content. Like, I would try everything else, only because everything else is so much less effort than being a DM. I haven't done the math yet, but I guarantee just effort-wise, it would suck. Wonko MT says, are you hitting up Gen Con this year? I am, so I'm in 4 different panels. They are over in my link tree, 5 different panels actually, 2 actual plays, 3 panels, potentially a 4th panel as well, because I don't know how to chill the fuck out. So that's me. Oh wait, hold on. Stupider said Diana Cole met Shadowlord and he said he was gonna steal him from you. Is Cole live right now? Where is he? Hold on, twitch.tv/lightbox. No, this motherfucker is not gonna steal my dude. Can't connect to the server. That's fine. It's probably because I'm live right now or something like that. Bitch, he better not take him from me. We should get around to date everything though. It's been a sec. Nasser says anything but being paid to do what you love and make it not fun anymore. Well, I do think it's fun. It's just, yeah, I think that would be a slippery slope. To be fair, anything that you do that's a hobby that you make money off of in any capacity is going to lead to burnout. It's just the pace at which you burn out is the real factor that changes there. Alexander writes, hi. Also, Ashley says, hi, YouTube, and Casey says, YouTube. Also, Creator says, oh, I gotta go, but hey, have you drank any water today? If not, make sure to. Yeah, we got sparkling water. We got bubbly, some orange cream. Lucas says Cole is playing Fortnite. All right, I no longer feel threatened. Also, Nell says, I missed the answer to my question because of ads. Oh, yes, essentially, I was saying I've heard of a variant of it where everyone creates 3 rumors about themselves and they give it to everyone else, but they don't say which one is a lie. So yes, and also no. But let's see. Ashley says, date everything. The bobby pin and the desk are mine. I feel like the bobby pin was like, okay, not my favorite. Anthos, hello, welcome in. And Luca just wants me to hydrate again. God damn it. Righto, let's hop into date everything here. Let me change my stream info so that way people know what we're doing. But if anyone has any further questions regarding TTRPGs, please let me know. I love talking about that sort of stuff. I could do it forever. It's genuinely like, this is why I don't want to turn it into my full-time job, right? It's too much of a passion and I like it too much. Ashley says bobby pin was okay. Well, it seems like I have one less competitor. I just became bored with her whole hide and seek thing so fast. I didn't really think about, I don't want to chase her around. You know, when it comes to the animals though, oh, I do that in a heartbeat because they're cute. Ariel says the bar owner, and I knew this might happen from the get-go. Oh, at the bar, I worked at the bar I frequent for like 2 shifts and stopped because going to the bar started to feel like a chore. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it sucks. Oh shit, oh god, oh man, okay, it's kind of loud. There we go. Jesus. Louion, welcome in. Let's hop back into it. Kasha said, I'm on his stream. Would you like me to poke fun at him for you? Please do. You have my full permission to make fun of Cole at any time. Doesn't even have to be with regards to me. Just do it in general. Just make a hobby out of it, a habit out of it. Sergeant says, do you have a favorite TTRPG system that utilizes D6s as the main dice? So I'm pretty sure Memento Mori does. If you go and look up Memento Mori, it's essentially a game system where you play as someone who is dying of the plague. And I'm pretty sure it's not like powered by the apocalypse, but it is a D6 system. And as someone who's dying of the plague, you have to accomplish something before you die, like some dream of yours. And you have to, like, you know, as you start to progress through the game, you start to die, and your systems, your organs shut down, and you actually have a map of your organs in the game. And as they degrade, your dice change from one color to another. And as they change, then you get different abilities, some of which are like, you know, curses, some of which are like pustules that do certain things, you know, stuff like that, right? Is this supposed to be on the ground? I don't remember. We haven't talked to the piano yet, and I feel like it's kind of a massive giant. Actually, no, we should talk to Mateo. Oh, we should turn in the snake, shouldn't we? Here, have your snake back.
I'm so sorry, Matito.
Oh, hello? Am I walking in on something? Natsu says gross pustules. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. Like, I think you can control rats after a certain point. Myodra says, what's your favorite dice resolution system? Do you mean like, but beyond regular dice? Or like fist fighting anyone else who gets the same Gets the same number as me. Low Life says, is Memento Mori conducive for one-shot / mini campaigns? Yes, I'd say mini campaigns more than anything. Your character will die at the end, but not so fast that it has to be a one-shot, necessarily. Lucas says, did Blanket go upstairs and get it on with the bed? I don't know.
I know how much Davy means to you.
Oh, she's flirty even when she's sympathizing.
Thanks, Betty. And you're sure you haven't seen him in the bedroom anywhere lately?
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit that I have to keep an eye out for all this shit myself.
Maybe he fell behind the nightstand.
Because clearly the
got stuck in
objects are not
closet or
helping,
something.
and they're not pulling their weight.
I can check again. But I haven't seen him since I caught him hiding my pillows last week.
Well, you know, it's just because he likes you so much.
I mean, I'd hide those pillows, too.
Oh, is that all? I'll remember that for next time.
Wow, are they flirting?
He's going to be a next time, right?
Of course there is, sweetheart.
Am I interrupting?
In the meantime, I'll ask around the bedroom and let you know if I hear anything.
Goodness. Stupid Nerd said, have you met the safe or the hamper? No, I didn't know there was a safe. Also, Low Life says, perf, my friends and I have been hopping from one TTRPG to another, running mini campaigns for each one. Oh yeah, Memento Mori would be a good one. Be aware that the monster fighting system is a little bit different. It's not super intuitive. The combat system in general is not a focus of the game. But
You're the best.
did Betty find anything? I know she didn't, but
No,
I'm pretending like I'm just walking up at the end of this conversation now.
Were you able to check out the bathroom? Any sign of Davy?
Oh shit, no, I didn't do that yet. Not the bathroom actually, but I found this.
It's one of Davy's threads.
Wait, what? Davy isn't the snake itself? It was caught on something next to this?
Pythorn.
Oh, I see what you mean. I'm holding up a string, and then the python is here. Got it. I'm caught up now.
Look at you. What a beauty. Leave it to Davy to be wandering around, just making friends this whole time. Welcome to the rescue, little guy.
We're just gonna keep
What should
him?
we call you?
We can
What do
adopt
you
you?
think?
Oh, we get to name it. Something poetic, something badass, something cute. Oh, poetic. We gotta name it something poetic.
Huh? Are you
Look at
a
that.
soulful little python?
Absolutely he
How
is.
about lilac?
That's not that poetic.
Well, if
But
the thread was still there.
I'll go with it, I guess.
couldn't
Souvenir
have
said
been
his
there that
python's just
long ago,
Diana
right?
wild shaped. Oh god, that would be a great idea. Also, Souvenir said the safe is in the attic. They're pretty demanding. I actually haven't been to the attic yet. So if someone lets me know how to get there, I will beeline it over there. Stutterstruck says yes, Rose Snake. Hi.
Great. We should
How's it
focus on the
going,
room
Tristan? I've been
downstairs.
seeing your new your series on TikTok. It's been doing really well.
All the
It's
responses
I
to
like
the
it. I
placement
think it's
post
fun.
was
The
from
Sprite one
Kelly.
looked delicious.
Apparently, Davy got caught up in Connie's cords not long after Hoove saw him in the laundry room.
Jesus, this sentence alone would kill an 18th century child. DBCU said date the attic door and it should open after some
Kelly
dialogue.
said that they lost track of him, but they're still
Really?
untangling things, so he could be stuck back there somewhere. Can you go check it out?
Yeah, I'm on it. I didn't hear a word you said. I heard something about dating the door again and I immediately lost all focus.
Come on now, Lilac.
Okay, attic door. Attic door. I already talked to the trapdoor today though, right? So I can't talk to... Hello? Can't talk to Dorian again, can I? Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow, but I should probably fuck the stairs as well. Because I haven't... I'm still trying to run around and get like a bunch of new people.
Beauty greets you with an elegant wave. You never
Hello?
really thought so many hard corners and angles could be soft and graceful, but she's really selling it somehow.
This is pretty solid design. Hello? The right angles on her eyelids? I don't know if that's intentional.
Oh,
The
hello,
hair waves?
dearie. Mind your step. I'm getting a
Aw.
bit creaky in my old age.
She sounds
I'm working
sweet.
on it, mind you.
She sounds
I'm
like a cool
Stella,
grandma.
Your quickest way up and down between floor and ceiling.
Does that mean you've been potentially looking at my skirt as I step on you? Oh god, she has one of those... She has one of those kinks where she's really into people stepping on her, isn't she? Oh man. Let's see. Stutterstruck says I love the dice I can eat. They looked crunchy. Also, DBCU said it only happens after you get off the skeleton key, but you already met that silver fox. Sorry, get the skeleton key, not get off the skeleton key. Different minigame. I don't mind the creak, it feels homey. You're a noisy old thing, aren't you? Good for you. I'm gonna say I don't mind the creak, it feels homey.
Well, aren't you a sweet summer thing? I appreciate
She sounds
the
like,
sentiment.
who's that one lady who was in all those commercials recently, who was also in White Lotus, I'm pretty sure? Aries, hi! Saying, all right, who's number one? Dorian. Either that or the Shadow. I really like the Shadow as well.
Still one step at a time, all right? Just in case.
Ariel,
And
have a good
step
night.
And step and step and step.
Why is she so blushed up at
least
that?
that's what they say.
Maybe she is into it. It's like Kevin the Carpet over in New York. Jennifer Coolidge, thank you, stupid nerd. I'm glad, same wavelength. Yeah, but there's this guy in New York, apparently, who rolls himself up into a dirty carpet and like lies down on sidewalks outside of certain districts in New York and like loves getting stepped on. And apparently he's full on like a rich kid. Like he can do it all day and get stepped on all day because he doesn't need to work. But it's like this whole thing. I saw it on TikTok. And there's like video of this guy like just getting stepped on and the rug like moving and shit like that. He says it's not a kink thing. It's definitely a kink thing. One step at a time.
That's the way. Step on through.
She would definitely talk you through it. Taylor's laying it on a bit thick there. I'll be on my way then. I think I'm done here.
Yes, of course. Sorry to bother, dear.
No, you're not bothering. I'm just, yeah, you're not a bother.
Oh, bother. I've been a bother, haven't I? I'm sorry. I'm just... You see, well...
Stella looks everywhere but at you. Trying
Oh
and
God,
failing
she's
to find
insecure.
words.
Truth be told, I'm starting a business.
Oh, she's an entrepreneur, an insecure entrepreneur. Spacing Giant, a night owl, and Joey is God. Welcome in. Also, Swarf over on YouTube says, hello, Dinah. I
gives
like
you
your
a
Dungeons
nervous
and Dragons
but sweet
shorts.
smile.
Thank you. DBC said there are 2 guys who do that in New York and they have beef. Yeah, I have heard that. Crayhack says, good evening, Rose Queen Diana. Hello. And Stutterstar says she's a step above the rest. Aries says everyone's on Dorian for real. Yeah! Have you seen him? Huh. What kind of business?
Well, it's, a lot of things. But I'm focusing on a new release right now. Market research tells me it's a little lacking around here.
Is it like an escalator?
No offense to anyone, of course.
None taken?
Oh, thank goodness.
She seems nice. I thought it was gonna be backhanded for a second there.
No, if you were interested, I could get you in on the ground level.
Jesus Christ. I get weird glasses sent to me and next thing I know, my stairs are wrapping me into a Ponzi scheme. Tell me more? Yeah, have you ever heard of a pyramid scheme? That's it! I called it! Lolo said on the ground level. Yeah, dude! Aries says I have. I fear I'm a laundry fan. Okay. I haven't met the laundry yet. I gotta get there. Also, Super Nerd said, at anime conventions, sometimes people pay cosplayers to have a picture of them stepping on them, as long as they're getting paid.
Stella looks almost touched.
Really? No one's ever said that. Well.
Oh shit.
Now
What if it is
I'm
a
all
pyramid
bit
scheme?
frazzled. Sorry, dear. I'm very grateful. It's just, I've not gotten this far before. Let me check the booklet.
You're reading from a script?
I thought I had it locked down. The script.
It is a pyramid
They'll tell you
scheme.
what to say and how to say it. Problem is, I haven't the darndest charisma.
Nell
for
says it is multi-level marketing. Shit, you're so right. Oh, how am I gonna get this old lady out of this pyramid scheme? This is not my forte. I don't know how to talk to old ladies.
Success. How to sell that sale and change your life, generate
Passive income?
and financial freedom, all from the comfort of your own home.
This is every single buzzword. Nasser says MLM stairs. Jesus. Louis says, can we talk about how this house isn't to code because some of the railing doesn't go all the way up? Also, someone come up with a railing joke. That's a good point, actually. Oh, Jesus. Spacing says, and making serious step puns.
Stella pulls out a pamphlet from deep in her bag.
I hate this. I hate being around anyone who's even a little bit related to multi-level marketing schemes. And I know someone who has fallen for so fucking many of them that I had to like basically mute her Instagram because every single post she made was like, oh, I'm making so much money using this and this and this. And like, everyone should buy Rodent and Fields like skincare. Maddie, hi! It was the worst. And like, ugh. And everyone in her family entertained her too. I think you're being scammed. Stella?
Well, let's not get too dramatic. It's hard work, sure, but isn't anything? They even tell you that. Step 37. Not everyone will make it, but drive and passion are the fuel that fans the flame. Patience is a virtue, and success is for the virtuous.
At a certain point, you kind of just have to let people go, right? And just like let them destroy their lives. But it's my stairs. I need those.
Doesn't that make you want to get to work?
Christ. What altar welcome in? Maddie, goodbye. And Nell says he was convinced. I've known someone like that. He was convinced it was legit. They make it very convincing, but like, Jesus Christ. Does it make you want to get to work?
Yes, actually, it does. Make something of myself.
You poor old lady, there's so much better you can
Now,
do.
haven't I? Booklet or not, this is a mess.
What are you even selling?
I'm so sorry to ask, but could you come by again someday soon? Give me another shot.
They should have put a content warning on this shit. This is painful to watch. Oh no, it's Lena, welcome in for the first time. Also, Sergeant Shenanigans says, wait, you mean to tell me that all these high quality supplements I have are a scam?
Really, a lot of
Once they start to fill your
fancy
garage.
words.
Yeah. But JD Quaff says hydrate or dihydrate. I can hydrate.
I'll throw in a free sample. Gotta get rid of them somehow.
Oh no. How many did you buy? I'd rather not take part in a glorified scam. I'll swing by when I can. I might have time. We'll have to see. Of course, selling over. Oh no. I still don't know what she's selling. I hate this. This is the point where I'd like block their number. But she seems like a sweetie. Stupid said trigger warning, multi-level marketing. I might have time. I'll have to see. I'm not committing.
Of course. I wouldn't want to impose, dearie.
Oh. I'm gonna ghost her. I don't think I want to talk to her again. It isn't the vibe. Angel says block the number and forget about her. Hi, Will. Over on YouTube. Also, DBCU said step on all over her dreams is what she would want. Oh, man. Okay, someone said I should go up to the door that refuses to... Yeah, there we go. And then try this.
Dorian looms over you, arms crossed over his broad chest. He
I just
seems
saw you,
almost
like, half
smug
naked
about blocking
yesterday.
your way
You can
today.
chill a little bit, buddy.
Hello, mate. Let me give you a tip. When you see me with my arms crossed like this, it means you're not getting through.
But when I see you with your shirt off, like back there, I'm getting something run through. Wait. Forget it.
What might it take to uncross them, I wonder?
Keith? Is it really you?
Oh no, am I about to be part of a thruple?
Hello, old friend.
Okay, friend.
It is me,
Friend.
all right.
We're safe, chat. We're safe. We're so safe. This is not going anywhere weird, I promise. Probably, maybe, potentially. Nell says you got this. Oh no. Also, Low Life says, oh my, Dorian's voice. Damn. Yeah, it's Ben Starr, I think. Is his name? Sir Red Wolf says he's giving you a tip. I wish.
Where on earth have you been?
I've been tucked away with my thoughts, you might say.
I never knew why you left.
Oh, maybe they are ex-lovers. Shit. Jayhawk says something, double his entendre.
I'm so sorry I never said goodbye. I never had the chance.
Well, I've missed you.
He would have had
I've missed you
Keith
too,
in
dear
him.
historian. And I am back to stay. Now, come here and give me a hug, won't you?
I could never resist you.
Dorian and Keith curl their arms around each other, fitting together as perfectly as, well, a key and a lock.
I'm gonna make enemies out of this key motherfucker the second I fucking get. Oh my god. If he's gaslighting my boy Dorian and saying that he's never going out for milk and cigarettes again, I'm gonna ring his little fucking whatever you call these things on a key. Ring his iron fucking... Well, no, that sounds sexual. Ugh. Sergeant says this is so hot, I love it. No, wait, he's mine! Don't encourage this, chat!
And just like that, door is open.
You two seem like lovers.
We've tried that.
Indeed.
It
Okay.
did not really work out.
Okay. So we're aware. We're self-aware. We're
I
self-aware.
prefer to cherish the fact that it led to our friendship.
You seem to be friend-zoning everyone suspiciously here, buddy.
Quite so.
Don't you think love can include friendship? No, I don't want to get them back together. Maybe we can be friends, Keith.
Why, I would love that.
Watch where you're pointing that thing. You're not in the
Rather
fucking
think
clear
we would
yet.
do well together, you and I.
I still feel bad vibes from this guy.
The treasure trove of friendship is open to us.
Monologue. I also love how his cape has this thing where, you know how when you like miss the keyhole, with your key and you scratch like the entrance to it a little bit. It's exactly what his cape looks like. That's a really nice touch. Cashwell said, be careful, Diana, you might be next in the friend zone. No, I'm fine. He would never friend zone me. Keith, crack him on open. Okay, I hope someday I can open you up like that, Dorian. Let's see what's... I hope someday I can open you up like that, Dorian, and you can open up my... personality. For sure.
Maybe you can.
Ah! I take that as a yes. Lowlife says, I know what it says sass when I thought it said ass. I know, I thought the same thing. Kashkal said Chamber of Secrets. Wow, it even looks like an old man. I don't know why. That key is just like shaped like an old dude. Itachi, welcome back for your 3rd stream in a row. And Mr. Percival, welcome in. Are you coming back into my pocket or are you fucking off somewhere? Oh, you're just sailing away. Okay. Godspeed, I guess. Okay, you're... Jesus. Away! Oh man, there's so much stuff in here. The safe! The door. Can I fuck the spider web? No. Boxes, that track. A dead plant? Guys, we have to.
A flowering beauty waves at you, her
Hi.
radiant smile inviting you
God.
closer. Abundant plastic foliage frames her pretty
Oh, you're
face,
plastic.
and a little inanimate hummingbird rests on her shoulder.
I'll take it. Who doesn't like a little plastic every now and then as opposed to the real thing? DBC said Dinah's about to kill this woman. I would never. Man. Phoenix says I tune out for like 1 minute and you're fucking the doors. I'm working on it.
She looks
I love the
rather like a
hummingbird.
fairy tale princess, and the delicate way she carries herself does nothing to belie that impression.
Oh my gosh, hi!
Hi!
Prissy. You probably already know that.
Why do I know that voice? I know this voice. Chat, help me
It's
out.
polite to introduce yourself, though. So hi!
Do I know this person? Oh, you're just a representation of like plastic.
This is so
Plants in
funny that
general?
you're standing there.
It must be just plants. Wild how you looked dead 2 seconds ago. Funny haha or funny weird?
Wow. Nobody has ever asked me that question before. I guess, yeah. It's a little of both. Because I was sitting here, imagining how wonderful and helpful it would be if someone was suddenly standing there. Like exactly where you are.
Okay. Kashkal said, Kira, please. Please is their last name? Oh, cool. Also, Lucas says, let's see if Diana kills this fuckable plant. I have faith that she can keep it alive.
And then boom! Here you are, like magic.
I just like her style. Which is the most queer answer to any sort of accusation about fucking something ever. Also, Lowlife says, maybe I should get this game. Also, Swarf says, hello, Diana, I love your TTRPG shorts. Ah, thank you so much. Glad you like them. So my mere answer, presence is the answer to a prayer. Sweet. I'll be conceited. I don't want to call her weird.
Well, no. I mean, kind of. You're definitely great. Probably. But in my imagination, the person standing where you're standing also did stuff.
I mean, I can do stuff to you, depending on what kind of stuff you want, if you know what I mean. Now I gotta do something? That makes more sense. What kind of stuff?
I need you, please, to flirtalize me.
We're in chat. Damn, plastic plants are so much easier than real ones. Why didn't I start here? Christo says Diana will be watering this plant one way or the other. You know? I'm in. No idea what that is. I'm so down.
Confusion. It's totally understandable. Here's the thing. I am a plant. Yes.
You look plant-like, yes.
Plant-like?
Oh shit. Oh god, did I fuck up?
I mean, what that isn't a plant looks plant-like. I suppose paintings of plants look plant-like, or those big plastic hanging privacy curtains that are supposed to look like walls of ferns, that's plant-like.
I kind of want one of those. It looks like a wall of ferns. I haven't seen a wall of ferns, but that looks cool. St. Andrew, welcome in. Souvenir said flirtalize her, Diana. She let you in on the first date.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna look a gift plant in the mouth.
Like that? That I look fake?
No. I mean, you are holding a fake hummingbird. But no?
No, actually, now that I've asked, I take it back because I don't want you to answer that.
What am I doing wrong here, chat?
I already know the answer. I don't like it very much.
I said,
Just
oh
in case you
no.
hadn't already deduced this.
Oh
I'm
god.
made of plastic.
No, I bought you, so yes, I knew that. That sounds too sarcastic. I'm just gonna say I bought you.
Oh, well, then great.
Okay,
Glad we're already
please don't
on the
yell at
same
me again. Steve said Diana's about to turn this game to fight everything. Can you imagine if someone does a run of date everything where they just make absolutely everything their enemy? That sounds like fun. Not just as they're suffering from crippling self-doubt. It's not you, it's them.
Even saying that word. Plastic. Ugh. Anyway.
Yeah, this sounds like the plastic version of internalized misogyny. You are plastic.
I would really rather not be made of plastic. I would rather be a real plant.
Okay, yeah, and I would rather have had normal boobs instead of having to get a boob job back during the pandemic, but look where I am now. It's not that big a deal, Prissy.
I want to grow. I want to reach for the sun, and I want to feel the photosynthesis in my leaves.
I don't like her. I thought I liked her. I don't know if I like her. Cashcal said Dinosex playthrough fight everything. We should do that. That'd be a great YouTube series.
Right now, I mostly feel dust in that Labreeze. Your room is clean now. Smell good spray.
Labreeze.
Which doesn't actually smell that great, if I'm being honest.
It's so perfumey. How does Flirtalizer fit into all
Flirtalizer,
this?
right? Yes, thank you.
Sir Red Wolf says she seems a bit fake for sure.
See?
Yeah.
Keeping me on track. You're already the perfect person to help me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being manipulated.
Fertilizer is the result
And I can't
of
shake
months
why.
of dedicated study on my part to find a substance that will, drumroll please,
Make you a living thing.
make me real.
Yeah.
Prissy presents you with a green
Oh.
jug covered in pictures of flowers aggressively mugging for the camera. This is about what you expected from something called Flirtalizer.
Okay, I've seen Undertale. I know where this goes. Like a real live plant.
Really, really. Cells, leaves, the whole 9 yards. I have done so much research. I can't even tell you. And this is the answer.
Where did you buy this? Whose credit card did you use to buy this? Cashgal said, where's the blue fairy when you need her? Truly. Also, Stupid Nerd said, not the flower with the Riz face. And Sir Red Wolf says it's Pinocchio and Alice in Wonderland. It really is. Notster says every hate ending is dark. Wait, really?
The gold standard for making plastic into chlorophyll.
Is that
I
a
just
genuine
need to
thing?
give me
Like,
a good
is it
dousing
dark?
Right at the roots and then stand back and watch the magic.
Okay. Am I gonna regret this? I'll say, really, that is very cool and exciting.
That's exactly what I said when I discovered it. I mean, those exact words.
Goodness. Mr. Max says the flower on the bottle is from Cuphead, I think.
We're
Oh,
so in
close
sync.
enough.
This is awesome. So you'll do it. Flirtalize
I mean,
me?
yes, of course I will, because
Yes.
worst case
Oh my
scenario,
gosh,
like,
this is the most
she can't
exciting
blame
thing
me if it
ever.
goes horrifically wrong. Super said, well, making your nightmare
I'm
hate
ready.
you would not be fun.
So
Shit, that's a good point.
directions.
That's a very good point.
Prissy reads off the back of the container of Flirtalizer.
This isn't gonna be a thing where I have to get a brochure, buy a bunch of products, sell them to all of my friends and family, and then recruit them to also buy and sell a bunch of products, is it? Because, like, I feel like I just heard this
Douse
story.
liberally and with abandon, no such thing as too much. Couple each dose with a body wiggle or the recitation of a favorite herb for added potency.
Okay. Oh, a spell. Perfect. I can do a spell.
I know. I love the honoring of all these magical elements. So excited. Douse me.
Douse liberally, douse, wiggle, and recite.
You
I'm glad
spray
it's not
Prissy
making
from
me
head
do
to
it
toe
verse
with the
by verse.
Flirtalizer, punctuating each spray with a wiggle of your backside.
Little
When
wiggle.
you're done, you cap it all off with a recitation of the most delicious herb you know.
Cinnamon. Wait, that's not an herb.
Ooh. I think I feel it working. There's this really strong tingly sensation.
No, it says she kind of sounds like Karen Shaw. I don't think I know who that is. Kind of reminds me of like one of the Powerpuff Girls or some shit.
The spell you are casting definitely gets my vines all twisted up.
Okay. DBC said making the nightmare hit you is the worst nightmare you could have, because then you don't get to be with them. True. Monster says Flirtalizer, now with added Riz.
You take a moment to inspect Prissy. She looks a bit shinier, but otherwise the same as before.
Do I look different? I don't feel
Oh,
different.
no.
I mean, I feel wetter, but that's probably just from all the dousing.
Not for me wiggling my backside? Come on, please. I worked so hard on that wiggle.
What do you think? Do you see anything?
Should I lie? Low Life says lie always. No, she'll know I'm lying. If she says she doesn't feel any different, I'll say I don't think it did anything.
It's okay. I'm okay. This was a result of a lot of research and a lot of investment. Like, heart investment.
Thank God, not my
It's
credit card
okay.
investment.
Because it was also my first real attempt, and all great endeavors have failure before they have success. So,
I mean, not me, I'm perfect.
I
Papa
absolutely
Smurf!
love supporting my local creators. Is there any thunder near you?
Yeah, we haven't gotten any yet, but my like area is under that red alert type thing that we're all getting. But either way, good to see you again. _Papa_Smurf. I'm just hoping that there's not gonna be a ton of fires coming out of it. Like the lightning's fun and all, but I don't wanna have to deal with more air pollution, you know? But, oh yeah, the hydrate, I can do that.
I'll try again.
At least she's persistent and not totally delusional.
Hey, would you be willing to help me again? If I need it?
Sure. Totally.
Thanks.
If it's between this and the stairs pyramid scheme, this is a lot easier.
I better go
And
dry
probably
off.
cheaper.
Don't want to risk mold and mildew.
You're in the attic. Ooh, games? That's fun. A bunch of holiday stuff. A painting. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk to that guy. And then he said he'd meet me. What is this? Oh, interesting. We also haven't talked to a window yet. The safe. I know you guys mentioned the safe, but I just want to know what this thing is. And why it's trembling so much. Hello?
Here! Why? No, this is all wrong.
It's an attic heater / AC. It's an HVAC.
You cannot be here, okay? Not yet.
Already I'm making mistakes with you. Yeah, this is the second time someone has been like, hey, fuck off, don't come here yet. Already I'm making, should I say, I'm sorry?
Oh, so am I. So am I. More sorry than I could say.
Is it because you're about to kill me? This is giving serial killer vibes, and the music is not helping.
You're kind to say it. I wish I could feel the kindness more than I feel the fear, you know? Oh, God. What would you say if you knew?
Oh, no. It's all the worst parts of Blackwall.
You cannot be here with me
Without
like
the good
this.
part. Which is just the beard, by the way. That's all it took for me. Who is this
There will
man?
be a time. I know it, but it isn't now. So get out. Get out, please, and don't come back here.
What a waste. Okay, fine. Fine, we're doing the painting then. And then we'll do the safe and call it.
A marble Adonis regards you with a critical gaze.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
Completely unembarrassed.
I dated a guy who
wearing
looked like
so
this
little
once,
in your
actually,
presence.
but without an impressive
Gestures to
beard.
the room around you.
Monsters has a whiteboard. Maybe they have new markers. Also, Sir Riddle says those games will play with your heart. We should go through games. But, Papa Smurf said, I know our fires around here are horrible. I'm just glad the one north of us in CRR didn't last long. Oh, is that a dox? Delete if it is. No, it's not. No, because I don't think you know where I actually am. So, we're good. Everyone knows I live in Bend, you know, because I brag about it all the time.
A preponderance of dust.
I like his vocab.
Oh.
Wait, $10.01? Is that a price tag? Right under his big toe there? $10.01. Oh no. Oh no, is this gonna be a low value man?
Here. As the owner, the curator of this house, I feel this must be brought to your attention.
Oh no. Phoenix says Diana may have a type. Listen.
Just look at that. The dust has created almost a cake-like texture.
Trackman says palindrome. Which one's a palindrome?
Makes it
Also, my
next to
address says
impossible
VA'd
to
by
divine
Brennan Lee Mulligan, the
detail
games
or
are.
subtlety
Oh, I
the
did
piece
hear
may
that.
possess.
You mean it's just dirty?
I do. Precisely. It needs a good brushing.
You can
Or
just say
perhaps a
that.
good swiping.
I can do that.
Or maybe even a good blowing.
I could definitely do that. Let's waste no time then. Blow away.
Well, I did mean blowing as a dust scattering measure, of course.
I'm uninstalling this game, I swear to God.
I would blow away the dust from the surface of the piece.
Phoenix says blow that man. Also, Smurf said, oh, just heard a peal of thunder. Shit, I'm missing it with my headphones on. I'll go watch later. But have a great dinner. Oh my god, Lowlife! Hi! Saying 6 ats in a rose cancer. I'm so sorry. It really is like mostly a Twitch thing. Because otherwise then there's no... It's a whole thing. Lowlife, thank you so much for the sub though. I really do appreciate it. Lowlife, what is it? 2199. Otherwise, pre-rolls get turned on if you don't meet a certain amount. And it fucking sucks. Holy shit, pre-rolls will turn someone off from your stream faster than anything else.
Should that indeed prove to be the most effective way to achieve our end?
I mean, you can achieve many ends by blowing.
Blowing in other context is, of course, also welcome, but not germane at the moment.
I can fix him. I can make him speak like a normal person. Natsu says, yeah, getting rid of pre-rolls is vital. Yeah.
Conservation has certainly entered a lowered state of late, but there is always hope. I am forever an optimist.
You are $10, my guy.
And a pessimist, actually.
That's not including tax.
And a nihilist.
That's good. I kind of like nihilism. What are you talking about? I know how you can be all of those things.
I am describing myself. Do you not do that on occasion?
I don't like pessimists, though. Lowlife says if there's pre-rolls, I'm outie. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Redwood says, I pay that to get my beard trimmed. If you can get it trimmed like this, it's honestly worth it. This is a solid trim. I'm not this confusing. I talk about myself a lot, actually. I hate talking about myself. I'm gonna say I hate talking about myself, which is a lie in real life, but like, in a date, you don't want to talk about yourself a lot.
It is a fascinating quality.
Did you just call me art? Oh!
I did. And you are. But to me, everything is.
Oh. Oh no, he's polyamorous.
Allow me to explain. I am art. All and sundry, great and small, art. I am a towering
I picked up on that.
intellectual achievement of profound psycho-spiritual depth.
Oh. I think I ran into this guy at Burning Man last year.
I am a wonderfully ridiculous and whimsical court jester.
Nostra says this guy is Keith Farley.
Monarch.
Also, Nels is heading off. Have a good night, Nels. And Terry says, who's this guy voiced by? Oh yeah, the Keith Farley.
I am a passionate, sensual bacchanal. I am a reckless, devil-may-care risk-taker.
But a
He
pessimist?
sweeps his arms in a grand gesture, striking a pose that makes him look like the ancient statue
Like Canvas.
he's modeled after.
I am art. Sacred paint. I just love introducing myself.
You're a little bit conceited there, aren't you, buddy? A little overwhelming, very cool. That's the perfect answer.
Wonderful. I love being overwhelmed.
There's that price tag.
There's something about losing control that is really very therapeutic.
Chat, I can't tell if we're in or out with this guy. I'm gonna go with in.
Not all the time, of course.
Never mind, we're back out. Fuck.
Even a Jackson Salt Lick has some structure.
Phoenix says he would be into pegging. Yeah. Lowlife says you're in and out. That's the goal. I think. I don't know anymore.
Speaking of overwhelm, I'm wondering if you might be interested in helping me with a project.
Sure, if you stop essentially grabbing your tit in such a manner.
I confess myself
it's really hard to focus.
Slightly overwhelmed by it.
Pitch me.
Oh, sports! Such an interesting art form, sports.
Lino says that was quick, and let's face it, with this dude, it would be. It 100% would be. That is 100% the vibe I get.
But no, there are other things to speak of just now. I have fully invested myself in the project of turning this house into a gallery.
Oh man, you and the junk drawer are gonna have a fucking field day, aren't
It is by
you?
no means required, but for several reasons, I would love your input and assistance.
And my wallet.
Would you care to join me? I've never had a co-curator before.
Cashcal said he's into pegging, you say? So he goes in the square hole. Christoph says his eyes are up there, Diana. God damn it. It's my house, so I kind of have to. Yay.
That's one way to look at it, I suppose.
Topher Maynard, welcome in.
But who knows? This may turn out to be far more exciting than you seem to expect.
He really sounds... Did he voice someone in Skyrim? Or in Oblivion. He sounds like the spitting fucking image, the spitting voice, the spitting mouth of someone in Oblivion.
Fulfilling, tantalizing, illuminating.
Or Skyrim.
I'm glad you'll be with me. I'll just go and prepare. Oh, the art of action.
He was Thane Krios in Mass Effect, says Nodster. Damn. I never played Mass Effect. Which is wild, because I bought Mark Mir a drink and he bought me a drink as like a courtesy, like, we're in the same industry, we should have met by now sort of thing at Too Many Games, and I did not realize he was the voice of Commander Shepard. No one told me. And him and I have run in the same circles for entirely too long for me to have not known that, but I never played Mass Effect. All right, safe. Show me your secrets.
A leather-clad dominatrix stares you down,
Oh.
radiating disdain. She looks at you like you're the dirt beneath her feet.
Damn, they really have something for everyone in this game.
Hello, you pathetic, worthless little wretch.
I just wanted my birth certificate. Can you open up, please? Wow.
Disgusting, you worm.
Jesus. All right, calm down, chat. Give it a rest.
Whoa there. My content aware has given me a tickle.
Ya fucking think?
Sophia here is a dominatrix, and she's gonna put you in some pretty dominating scenarios.
Please, I just want to get my passport out and I'll leave. I'll be on my way.
Or you wanna skip it?
I'll do it, but like...
On with the show.
Jayhawk says the safe is gonna need a safe word.
So indulge me. What gives you the misguided confidence to stand here before me, wasting my time?
Heck, I just like meeting new people. Oh boy. I don't know, I met some pretty cool people. Do you know Randy? Which one was Randy?
Luckily, I don't know Randy.
Okay.
Listen, wretch. We obviously haven't met before, so I want to be clear.
Is that a switch made of fucking coins? And what is that? Oh my god, it's a coin roll. I think?
Going forward, you will address me as Mistress, if you wish to continue this conversation.
Goodness. DBC said, alright, if any of her lines are about how you should open up a second bank account for business expenses, then Diana might actually do it. I'm not into the dominatrix thing, but I'm doing this for you, chat. I saw your fucking reactions. I know what kind of people you are, okay? This is for you. I guess. Yes. I guess, mistress?
Your groveling is lackluster.
Okay.
But I'll mold you into a compliant little toy yet.
Damn.
Now I know what you're thinking.
Subidor said that's why you're awesome, Diana. Jesus. Also, Bipolar Rare says, are you judging our kink? I would never judge. Okay. I would never judge. Just saying it's not my thing. Luke gifted a sub. I'm glad you approve, Luke.
Why would a perfectly successful safe like myself throw away her prosperous and fruitful career in the burgeoning vault industry?
It looks like your vault is certainly burgeoning. Also, Luke, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Here is it in the glare? It's in the fucking, hold on a sec. Does that work? Can you see it? Yeah, you can kind of see it there. There you go. Thank you so much for the sub. St. Andrew says the proper way to address her is yes, my mistress. You guys have way too much experience with this. I'm in new territory here.
To become a mistress to all the lost, pathetic, and broken creatures of this world.
I feel like you'll tell me either way.
Tell me, wretch, do you know what a safe is good
at? Putting stuff into? Attracting robbers, surviving house fires. Surviving house fires is not a bad answer.
Acceptable, if asinine answer.
I'll take it. Saint wants me to breathe. Also, Nodster says I finally saw the red dot. My bingo card is complete.
The one thing a safe is good at, tantalizingly good at, is keeping things locked away.
Do you want to talk about it?
Valuables, memories, and very often, secrets. Deep, dark, very dirty secrets. The kind of secrets that everyone secretly longs for, aches.
Someone had a field day writing these lines.
Far from everyone, even if necessary, from themselves.
Sir Red Wolf says that why she's in the attic. I guess.
Do you have any dirty little secrets like that, wretch?
Oh my god, not the little hitting thing being made of money. Actually, I'm pretty open. The cops couldn't prove anything, and neither will you. Oh, I don't want to tempt her. I don't want to go down this road. Actually, I'm pretty open.
Perhaps. We'll see about that. You intrigue me, wretch. In the way a drowning kitten might intrigue a jaguar. So sad, helpless.
The crop, yes,
and
a money crop.
Pathetic. You possess a feebleness that instinctually repulses me.
Thanks.
Yet if I save you, you may prove yourself of use to me.
Noya on YouTube just tuned in. So sorry, you came in at a great time though. Also, Zaid, welcome in.
The only question is, do I waste my precious time letting you serve me? Or do I leave you to drown in your own ineptitude?
Whatever you wish. I'm pretty cool with whatever. I'm gonna say I'm pretty cool with whatever.
So wishy-washy and non-committal. Like a spineless doormat. Your weakness
I haven't fucked a doormat yet.
me. However, against my better judgment, and because things have been so frightfully boring lately, I'll allow
Wait, that
you
is
the
my birth
opportunity to
certificate.
serve me.
I thought it was money. God damn it.
You should count yourself extremely lucky.
Steven said I'm fully ace, but safe is something else.
Not everyone
That's
is given
valid.
such an incredible, life-altering opportunity. And rarely do I make this offer to worms as painfully tragic as yourself.
Thank you. Sounds fun. Hey, as long as it's free.
Well, legally it has to be free.
Touche.
You're up.
Wait, how do you know? You're just a safe. Oh no, you have access to all my info. It might be, but continue.
And who knows? Perhaps in the end, you may even have the opportunity to open up my chassis. That is, if you are skillful enough to figure out
I
the
just want...
combination.
Listen, I just need to prove my birthright citizenship. These are trying times. Your mother's maiden name, password, there's no combination, I just have to fall in love with you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Careful. You're getting very...
Was that
hard
right?
on yourself, wretch. I don't open up my chassis for just
Damn it.
anyone. And especially not for someone as pathetic as
Mir,
you.
hi! Hello. Also, Zaid says, I came here from D&D Shorts to, oh, I haven't fucked the doormat. Welcome to the stream. It's sometimes like this, but not always. Can someone remind me to give Mir, VIP? I know I've been giving a lot of those out recently. I'll rearrange some stuff, but if someone could remind me, that'd be fantastic. Everyone say hi to Mir, by the way. Cashel said 18 plus and sus here today.
Apologize for your insolence or face your punishment.
Okay, here's the thing, chat. I don't know enough about dominatrix type shit. Should I? Yeah, I figured you guys would say that. Kristoff immediately was like, face the punishment. I knew you fuckers would say that. Fine. Ooh, what kind of punishment?
That knowledge is reserved for gutless little reprobates who pledge their fealty.
Man. Luke just says the last VIP has really gone a long way.
Does that sound like you?
But I'm still in possession of all my guts. Yeah, why not? This is not my...
It sounds like you're willing to do the necessary emotional work to take this relationship
I'm not.
seriously.
I'm not taking anything about this seriously.
Fill out all the paperwork. There's some important ground rules we need to firmly establish before we take this any further. But once we get that out of the way, I'll open up your dirty little mind to fantasies you dare not even whisper.
Has anyone told Cole about this lady yet?
Now, affirm that you are my compliant, needy little wretch.
Hi, I haven't signed any paperwork. Fine. If I don't consent, then this all gets
like
weird.
You'd unquestioningly do absolutely anything I'd ask of you. Tell me that you're my compliant, needy little wretch. Now.
I can't say that with a straight face, but I'll be back anyway. Fuck. Fine. I do this for you, chat.
Very good. Then I will see you back here tomorrow, wretch. Do not keep me waiting.
I'm never coming back here. Why do I feel dirty? Again, not kink shaming, just emphasizing for the bit. Am I still at work? Do I still have a job?
Nights. Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a soft follow-up on my recent email regarding my lost...
Someone said aye, Captain.
I'm happy to report my office has already received...
Chris also says return to the safe immediately.
The items
Also, Mac Borealis, welcome in.
Combing through them as we speak. However, I really must reiterate that the tip line is for verifiable leads only.
Seen this.
I saw them in Turkmenistan, or did you chuck up your butt? While obviously very humorous, detracts from our serious efforts to expediently locate the missing item. In that spirit of camaraderie, anyone who sends a false lead will
yeah,
be
we've been through this. Saint says do it for the birth certificate. And Lucas says that Diana doesn't want a crop with D4s on the ends. Noted. Please. That would do actual damage.
Are you there? Please answer. Hurry.
Hi, yes, I'm here.
There's something we need to discuss. It's of the utmost importance.
Do you want to go on a date?
It's the Dateviators. As I mentioned, I've been closely monitoring the electromagnetic field anomalies emitting from the quantum catalyst activator. And I know this is going to sound completely insane, but it appears... Well, it seems... I can't believe I'm even typing this.
Oh, type it faster. Spit it out.
I'm attempting to. Based on the data I'm looking at, you may actually be able to use the Dateviators to bring...
Catch an STD. Oh.
To life.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. It's hot.
No, you're not listening. I don't mean to...
We've definitely had this conversation, right? Am I insane? Also, Stupider said, I'm sorry you had to endure that, but I appreciate you going through that.
I mean to 100%...
Also, Noya says, have you spoken to the air vents yet? Or have we just started? We haven't talked to the air vents. No.
Humans. Frankly, we don't know if it's awesome. We have absolutely no idea the ethic with that, right?
Okay, wait, yes, we... I would say I'm not that concerned because we've definitely had this combo.
You should be. Who's gonna pay for all those? But not to mention, maybe the government augmented my original schematics with secret military tech, but I'd have to do more tests to be sure.
What kind of tests?
I'm sorry, but we'll have to pick this up later.
Because you're in a sketchy neighborhood?
Or anything.
Oh,
but
this
I
one.
Had a huge enchilada for lunch, and I'm exhausted. I'll reach out again.
God, food sounds good. I don't know about enchiladas though. I was never an enchilada girl. I don't know why. I feel like I should have been. Fedor says the air vents were very hot and cold. Should we talk to a normal air vent? We haven't really unlocked that one yet. We're kind of going around unlocking everything. Oh, can I fuck this stain on my wall? Ooh. Also, who the fuck is whistling? Oh, it was the bird. Can I fuck the rug? Oh, damn. How about sliding Dorian? Oh, hello. What about you?
It takes you just a moment to properly evaluate the figure standing before you. Her hair and clothing are such a jumble of various holiday decorations, it throws you.
Oh, she seems fun! Redwell says Dorian is gonna slide in.
What time of year is it again? Have you truly been locked in your house for so long that time has lost all meaning?
Also, JX says the real worry is losing objects because you make them human. Like if you turn the bed into a real person, where will you sleep? With the door?
She is adorable, though. And her energetic greeting shocks you right out of your quiet contemplation.
Hey, boss! You've caught me at a bad time. Having to work. Well, the other work. Or is it the other work? What day is it anyway?
She's got ADHD. Someone took mine. Welcome in.
What's up? What do you need?
And my outro says she's so full of whimsy. Yeah, just want to introduce myself. Hi.
And I to you. So many things and so little time. Makes you want to cry. That was bad. I'm Holly, by the way.
Holly, hello. Oh, I love that name. That's so cute.
Hi.
I love her. She seems so friendly.
Oh, and who are you? Did you already say? Sorry. In a little rush for the dish dash. Rat race, all that.
Is that an innuendo? Jay Miller, welcome in. I'm Rosethorn. I own this place.
I've heard about you. That is such a funny name.
Wait, what have you heard?
Just some tidbits.
What are you looking at, skeleton?
Anywho, I'm so sorry, but I'm already running late. Love to chat more, though. I'm working a double, then opening, closing tomorrow, but swing by first thing in the morning. That's when I'm usually able to sleep. That work?
Yeah, actually.
Wait. Okay, bye!
Aw, she's so... Those are sparklers in my house. Did anyone else notice that those were lit sparklers in my house? St. Andrew says she's way too flighty. She is. I feel like it'd be fun for a little. But then after a while, it would just get annoying when she never remembers any important... Well, she would remember important dates. Like our anniversary and shit. What about these pillows? Or is that just the extension of the bed? Let's do the book. A Fool's Guide to Romance.
The distinct scent of books, that slight hint of vanilla and mystery, fills your nose. And while it's not at all unwelcome, it is strange to smell it when you're not actually paging through any of your books. It only takes you a few moments to track down the source of the smell. What appears to be the spirit of literature hovers a few feet away from you, nose in a book.
Nice. This is kind of cool. Holy shit. Look at this design. Are you reading Smut? What are you reading? You might be reading Smut. This looks like it could be Smut. I can't make out any of the shapes, but it definitely is giving Smut vibes. Also, the hungry caterpillar being over here.
When he sees
More or less.
he nearly drops the book he's holding.
This is actually genuinely a cool tattoo idea, too. Sir Red Wolf says, yep. Super Nerd said they are definitely reading Smut.
Oh, for God's sake, you cannot sneak up on me like that when I'm reading. You have no way of knowing what world I've been in. I might mistake you for a zombie or an ill-mannered country gentleman and, well...
This isn't Troy Baker, is it?
I might have to act accordingly.
No, because Troy Baker was a different guy. And that would be bad. I'm not a gentleman, how dare you? Okay, but what if I was a zombie? I am not a gentleman, how dare you?
Well, neither am I. So I suppose we're already well met. My name...
I know this name. Or I know this actor. Oh shit, you're like a genie. What was that? It was like a really nervous rendition of the McDonald's jingle. Hi.
I chose the name myself, you know. I was originally written as...
Lucas says quill gum cum gutter tattoo. Yeah, 100%. It's genuinely a good tattoo idea. Also, Phoenix says, why he moaning? I was originally written as Lionel. Can you imagine? No.
I am the embodiment of all literature.
I wonder if that's like a hint as to like how the devs intended it originally. Ray Chase is the voice actor, says Sir Red Wolf. And Lowlife says he voiced Noctis in Final Fantasy 15? I know my Roman numerals.
I have read positively everything. I'm voracious with books, poetry, magazine articles, any genre, any length, any style. I love it all.
Any length, you say?
I know you're curious about all that, so I figured I'd offer it right up front.
I'm totally curious. What are you reading right now? I didn't ask, but sure good to know. Ooh, I'll ask for a recommendation.
My, aren't you a clever cheese? Coming right to the source. Do I have recommendations? Gentle scoff.
Did this motherfucker just say gentle scoff out loud?
This one right here is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sink, a riveting account of voyaging in a submersible to rescue a clean sponge from a dirty band of moldy criminals. This one,
Sir Red Wolf says he loves 15-inch rolls.
History on the American phobia of
bread
rounded
rolls?
spaces. A bit dry, but it does make you see space and architecture in a new light. This one I picked up on a whim, and I won't put down until they pry it out of my cold papier-mâché fingers. Pounded in the butt by the abstract concept of self-improvement while my gym equipment watches.
I don't think I'm prepared for this guy, chat. I don't think I'm in his league at all.
This Chuck Pringle fellow, he really has a line on the object erotica market.
Good on him. Quite a varied collection.
Oh, this isn't even the tip of the iceberg. This is like one molecule of ice that's floating near the tip of the iceberg. And the iceberg is 2,000 miles wide.
Oh no, he's fucking pompous about it. Oh god. That clarified nothing. What do you do with all this reading?
What do you mean?
Like, do you leave the house? You ever heard of a thing called grass?
Written a paragraph, not a single line of text, not a word, not a punctuation mark.
But your literature, that seems like a big hole.
Gaping. It's the C-note of my existence.
So is literature, so you're just the concept of words, but you don't actually write them yourself? C-notes are pretty, though. C-notes are pretty.
Not this one. This one is just pain. Darkness. Bad C-note.
I guess we gotta write something then.
Really?
Myodra says I'll gladly take him. In a fight, right?
Goodness.
In a fight, right? Natsu says there's not even, if there's not a Ren Fair, I'm not convinced Diana touches grass either. Hey!
I never. This is most excellent.
I live in Central Oregon. There's not a lot of grass to touch.
I wager you're about to become the first human in history to help a book write a book. All very exciting.
A little meta, if you ask me.
Pens, paper. We'll probably need quite a bit of extra paper to crumple dramatically on the floor when writer's block sets in.
True.
Oh, how fun! I'm about to experience writer's block.
Oh god, he's a fanboy.
I'll get to gathering sometime. But when you return, ready shall I be.
I do wish that there were pronouns more obviously around in this game. It's a little annoying that they're not. But anyway, oh shit, I'm supposed to work again?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
What?
Please repeat. I heard you use our voice function to call me. If you ever need assistance, you can simply
Oh, we
say,
did go through this.
Okay, Val.
Also, not just since I thought Bend was full of grass. Bend has, like, Kyle says touch lava rocks. I could. Maybe that was a butt dial.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
A butt dial is when you accidentally call someone, like you butt dialed the number.
That is very humorous. Perhaps your butt was asking for assistance.
Is that an insult? Nah, my butt is just fine,
That is
baby.
a relief to hear. Please give my best to your butt. If there is anything else I can get for
God.
you, please say in a
So we
clear
have,
voice, Okay, Val, can you please help? And I will assist right away.
Like, a lot of dry grass, I would say. Not fresh green grass. The type of dry grass that is about to catch on fire following this lightning storm, essentially, is what we're looking at. Jackal, welcome in. Same with GD. Can I date you?
I'm afraid I cannot help you in that area. If you
Then
are speaking
what
about
use are
having a
you?
romantic relationship, then that is simply impossible between a human and a generative AI.
I feel like some people definitely need to read that last paragraph and absorb it a bit. I've heard a lot of stories recently. Dang, I've tried.
Dateable in the human sense of the term. If
Well,
there is
don't-
anything else I can get for you.
Okay, I was gonna say don't put your self down like that. Sir Riddle says touching trees. I can touch a tree.
And I will assist right away.
I could caress some bark. Okay, I'm gonna say... Does the data dex have... it doesn't have pronouns either. Fuck. I'll just infer it, I guess. Which is generally not a good idea, but that's fine. It's okay. Vault Dweller, hello! Welcome in. I was gonna log off. Are we still in ads? Does anyone know? I can't quite tell. Can you see me? Are there ads still? I don't know, I don't want to end there if there's an ad. There isn't? Okay, thank God. Anyway, we should end, because I have to skedaddle and go find dinner. Maybe I'll order some Panda Express. I've been fiending for Panda Express recently. And in the meantime, I'm gonna send you guys off to a friend of mine. For those watching over on TikTok, sorry, I'm just gonna end it abruptly here. Bye-bye. And then for those on YouTube, I will actually have a YouTube exclusive stream coming up on Thursday at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So the same time as this stream starts, but just, you know, for you guys, just like a little vertical one for those who watch YouTube on vertical formats. That's just for you. And so for now, I will see the rest of you guys over on Twitch and general YouTube streaming shit. Oh no. Oh no, it did start. The ad did start. That's okay, I'll save you guys. I'll send you to a raid. I'm gonna send you guys over to who is on right now. Oh man, there's so many people. Shit, there are so many people. We should go talk to Cole because apparently he was talking shit about stealing my man. And so we're gonna raid into him. So I will send you guys over to him. Please tell him that Shadow Lord 420 is mine. Thank you. I love using raids to do my dirty work for me. It's my favorite thing. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.